Hey guys, how's it going? So today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to be doing a coffee Q&A. So yeah, we're also got the couple things in front of us. We've got the Akaya Pearl scale, we've got the origami dripper, but most importantly, we've got the Nez Du Cafe. So yeah, guys, let me know your questions. And yeah, so what I'll be doing is I'll be live streaming this here on TikTok. And then I will also have this recording downloaded and put onto YouTube as under the past live streams. So yeah, if you don't know, my name's Liam, and I own a small business called Basic Barista. So we sell coffee gear and coffee brewing products. So yeah, I like doing these videos, keep it casual, and yeah, it's about education at the end of the day, and also keeping it personal in that sense where you're talking to a face, you're talking to someone who's got a little bit of experience doing pour over coffee, being a barista for a little bit myself, so yeah, for a long time. So yeah, let me know your questions, and in the meantime, while we wait for a little bit of an audience to pop up, we'll get into Nez Du Cafe. So Nez Du Cafe, it comes in this beautiful wooden box, and the way to open it is you need to remove the book, and this I'll just show you. Nez Du Cafe, and it says Jean Lenoir, who I believe is the creator. So it's a beautiful, high quality piece. Guys, if you've got any questions at all, drop it down below, and yeah, I'll answer them when I can. We've got the 36 aromas. So this is the actual booklet that tells you exactly how many, what each aroma it is that you're smelling, and the according number, and I'll show you what that looks like. Guys, any questions at all? Any coffee questions? Let's go. So after you've removed the book, this wooden piece just slides out, and it reveals a whole set of these little glass bottles with numbers on them. Now what this is it's actually a training tool, and these individual bottles, they have the scent of one aroma, and all 36 of these aromas are commonly found in coffee. And the principle to this is that when you smell it, you read about it, you read about the aroma that you've just smelt, and you try to remember it. And next time when you do brew coffee and you do taste it or you smell it or whatever, you're more familiar with that particular aroma, and you'll go, I remember this is pepper, or this is an earthy tone, or it's fruity, or it's whatever. It is definitely a little bit more specialized. It's not for everyone. It is a training tool that a lot of roasters don't even have this. But yeah, it's definitely a lot more on the higher side, and it definitely comes with a higher price as well. We stock these ones, which are the 36 set, and we've also got another set which I think has about either 6 or 12. So yeah, guys, any questions at all, any coffee questions, if it's random, whatever it is, just let me know. That's the point of this. If you've got an urgent question that you don't know the answer to, hopefully get that answered for you. So yeah, it doesn't have to be about my business, Basic Barista, just anything about coffee at all. We'll get to it. Alright, so let's start off. We've got the first group of aromas, which are a lot more of the earthier tones. So we've got the number one. I'll just show you one bottle. So I've actually gone ahead and popped the little number sticker on it. So you've got one on the lid and one on the, oh, it's a bit hard to see, one on the actual bottle itself. So it already comes with the one on the bottle. You just pop the one on the lid on, and what you do is you just remove the cap, take a smell of the actual cap itself, because it does have a light, I guess you could call it a residue of the aroma. Good smell. And the bottle itself, and there you go. So normally what I do, guys, any questions at all, leave a comment down below and we'll get to it. So yeah, normally what I do is, I'm still training, so what I'll do is I'll actually have this open, and yeah, there's two kind of ways that you can do it. You can do it as if it's a game, so you can actually smell it and try to guess what smell it is, what aroma. The other thing that you can do is you can smell the aroma while reading the actual booklet and just becoming more familiar with that particular aroma. I'm sure there's other sort of variations to this, but they're the two main ones, where you're either trying to guess it, or you're trying to, yeah, I don't know, trying to train, I guess, so you can get better at guessing it later on. So what we'll do is, I'll actually just move to the second one. Guys, this is embarrassing. We haven't had any questions at all. Come on. That's good. So this is, I believe this is like an earthy, I think that was snow peas. I have not done this in a while, so it's going to be quite embarrassing. So let's have a look at what that was. So the first one was earth, the second one was potato. Moving on to number 3. Hello, what are you doing? This is, okay, finally, our first question. Come on, it was getting embarrassing. What we're doing is we're talking about coffee brewing, coffee making, anything to do with coffee. If you guys have a question about specialty coffee, commodity coffee, anything to do with it, let me know and we'll get you an answer. Or I'll do my best to answer it. But as for this, this is called the Nez Du Cafe. It's made in France, and what it is it's a set of 36 different aromas that you can smell, and you can actually practice and develop your, I guess you could call it your aroma memory. So then next time when you actually brew a coffee and you're smelling it, you can remember, you can think, okay, this was earth, or this was potato, it was juicy, it was, whatever it is. So definitely you can use it as a training tool. You can also use it as a bit of a guessing game. But yeah, roasters use this, as well as like high-end coffee professionals. So yeah, it's a sensory tool, pretty much. Guys, welcome. How's it all going? You got any questions about coffee brewing? Any differences between filter and espresso, or milk-based, latte art, anything? Hit me up. We're gonna be talking about something. Otherwise, it's just me and my coffee smells. Alright, so number 3 was garden peas. Let's have another smell. Crisp, light, nice fragrance. Very reminds me of my family's outdoor garden, when you have snow peas and you can smell it and it's just fresh and crisp. It's kind of like wet rain. What does it smell like? Well, it has 36 different smells. So at the front we're just working on the first set, which is I believe it's 1 to about 5 or so. We'll find out. They're the earthy smells. Then you've got some other fruity smells. You've got some nutty smells. You've got some chemically smells. You've got some all sorts of different shit that you'd find. So you got vanilla, caramel, all the basic sort of stuff, and then you've got more in-depth sort of stuff too. So let's see. Let's do a crazy one. All right, number 4 is cucumber. Let's give that one a crack. So number 4, cucumber. Freshly cut cucumber. It smells really good. It's very similar. These one thing that you would find is when you're going through these and you're working through, and you are smelling these different scents. It's really challenging to actually smell the difference between something like cucumber and garden peas. And it's funny because you don't normally think about it. You think about it as separate things, and they are very, very different. But they also are very similar in the sense that they're both vegetative, they're both vegetables, or whatever they're grown. It's a natural product, it's very earthy, and it also has that other crisp element to it. So if you can define those two, you can see how well you can actually train your palate. Do we have another question? No, we don't. Thank you so much for your questions so far. Thanks for just being here and joining me as we're going through this. Let's move on. So 6, 7, so 6 is cedar, so that's a type of wood, and then 7 is clove-like. I believe, I'm pretty sure, this is embarrassing, but I think a clove it's like a type of spice. So there you go. I cannot smell clove. I'm not sure why. I've tried many times and it smells like so light. It's ridiculous. Okay, I can smell it. I lied. I can smell it, but it is so light. Trying to distinguish that between number 6, which is cedar, is it's very tricky, very difficult to do. Moving on. Alright, so number 9. I think this is the one that I was thinking about. Number 9 might be the tricky one. Coriander seeds. Definitely there. You also need to, as gross as this sounds, I've just come back from a bike ride, so I don't know why. My airways are all open. There's no congestion there, so it definitely helps to have open airways and to be able to get a good kind of deep breath in and make sure that you can get that aroma as far back as possible. That sounds really bad, but yeah, it definitely helps to have really open airways. Just sitting straight, tall, definitely helps. Alright, moving on. Pepper. Pepper is really weird. Like, when I smell pepper, what is number 9? We'll get to it. You gotta wait, my friend. Number 9 is coriander seeds. Sorry, we did cover number 8. Number 9? Yeah. Number 9 is coriander seeds. Number 8 is pepper. You don't think that pepper is sweet, but when I smell pepper, it is very sweet. It just reminds me of, I don't know, it's so harsh that it's sweet, if that makes sense. I don't know, maybe next time you have pepper, actually smell it and think about it. You know, what does this smell like? Okay, it smells like pepper, sure. But when you keep smelling it, you start to notice these small little differences between it. There you go. Number 10, vanilla, fairly basic. I think everyone knows what vanilla is. Number 11, I don't know why. Number 11 is like nothing. It smells literally, I think it's, yeah, tea rose red currant jelly. What is that? I don't know. I don't know what that is. I've never had that before. And I'm not ashamed to say that smells like absolutely nothing to me. Where did you get these from? We sell these. So I sell these on my website. They are not cheap. They're very expensive. I think they're around about the $500, $600 mark just for the entire set. But we also do have a 12-piece set. I'm going to say it's 12-piece. And that is just the basic. So 12-piece, it's got like 1, 2, and then it's got like a couple from each different section of this. It's about $100, so it's a little bit more approachable compared to $600. But this is the full set for the cafe. You've also got Le Nez Du Vin and Le Nez Du Whiskey, I think. So whiskey and wine. So this is the coffee one, Le Nez Du Cafe, and this is the one which is more tailored towards aromas that are commonly found in coffee, opposed to wine or whiskey. So yeah, if you're in the whiskey industry or the wine industry, that would probably be the way to go about it. or if you're a bit of an alcoholic like me, you can go for that one as well. But yeah, these are available on our website. So www.thebasicbarista.com. I think there should be links in everything. So yeah, can I see your website? Go for it, man. Check it out. Later, after the live stream. Stick around for the live stream and then go check it out. Alright, let's move on. Coffee Blossom, number 12. This one is good. This one is so good. This one is like, smells like rose. It's literally like a sweet, crispy rose. I mean, it's very sweet. It's very tea-like. It's very, it reminds me of like rose tea. If you've ever had that, I'm not sure. It's like an Asian sort of thing. I think it's quite popular in Chinese countries, in Asian countries, sorry. But yeah, it's really sweet. It's really good. It's like a fresh smell of that rose. So yeah, good stuff. Probably one of my personal favorites. That's a little bit weird. So it's actually interesting. There you go. Something more to talk about. Since you guys aren't asking any more questions, come on, let's go. Ask some questions, guys. This is a Q&A. But yeah, while I'm on that, coffee, cherry, blossom, rose. What's going on there? So coffee is a plant, coffea, and then depending on what variety and all that other species crap, you most commonly for specialty coffee, it's Arabica, and then you go down Bourbons, you've got your Typicas, Caturra, whatever. They're the different varieties of the species of the plant. So it grows, it's a plant. Once that plant is mature, it will start to flower, and then the flowers turn into little cherries, and then the coffee beans are actually inside of the cherries, and they're processed. So when you see natural wash, honey, all those other stuff, any fermentation going on, that's all to do with the actual coffee processing to remove the coffee bean from the cherry. And yeah, you've got all these other layers involved, like cascara is actually the cherry fruit around that, which is like the outer sort of skin, which I think we've got here. Oh no, we've got the coffee pulp. So that's another layer of this actual cherry that we all love. So yeah, number 11, number 12 is coffee blossom. So that's the smell of the actual flower. Do you like cherry? Yeah, the cherry is wild. It's called cascara. So I'm not sure whether it's cascara as in just cascara for like all cherry teas, but I know that cascara is actually the cherry tea, or the outer skin, the cherry component, the flesh of the coffee seed. So yeah, really cool stuff. Love it. And yeah, all right, we got a couple more. Favorite single and blend. Cool stuff. Finally, another question. I love my single origins. It's transparent. It's I don't know, just so much easier. Like coffee blends, I've moved away from coffee blends. If I never have a coffee blend again and I only have single origin, I will be happy, if that makes sense. But yeah, my favorite, I don't have a favorite. Single origin, as in like one place. God, I'll be naughty and I'll say Panama, and a lot of coffees that come from Panama are like geisha and all those other really expensive, sort of hard to come by coffees. So I'm going to go for Panama, but that's me being naughty. So I guess I don't really have a favorite single origin. I love all sorts of different origins, and I love the variety of different origins and different varieties. There you go, that's a tongue twister. The different varieties of varieties. Just from one origin even. There's so much to go through and choose, and different variables on how it's roasted and brewed. So yeah, it's I definitely don't have a favorite, But yeah, there's a lot to explore. How do you make it? Make what, mate? When did you start? Started ages ago. Feels like a long time ago. I got my first job wiping down tables as a barista. Not as a barista, sorry, just as front of house. Quite humble beginnings. And then I slowly, when it was quiet, you know, I worked my way up. I started learning, got into some cafe management, and now I'm doing my own thing. So that's pretty cool. All right. How do you make it? I'm a Colombian man myself. That's earthiness is a forget-me-not. I'm not sure what that means, my friend. Sorry, I don't know what that means. That's earthiness is a forget-me-not. I'm sorry. It's cool that you're Colombian. Whereabouts in Colombia? I think I had a coffee today from Huila. So that's cool. Unforgettable. Earthiness is unforgettable. Cool. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, there's a couple earthy coffees. Host invites you. Cool, sweet. All right. How do you make it? I think you're talking about the cascara tea. So it's when I've got some somewhere. I know I've got some somewhere, but I'm not too sure exactly where. You know who does it really good? Market Lane. If you're here in Melbourne, go through Market Lane Coffee for their cascara. I don't stock any cascara, but yeah, I know that they have both cascara and the coffee blossom. So they actually have the flower as a tea. And the way that they make the cascara is it's just dried out and it's literally just a cherry, so it's ready to go. You put it in a teapot, just like any other loose leaf tea, pour your hot water and brew it that way. Same goes for the coffee flower blossom. But the way that it's processed is, I believe that it's also dried out a little bit. So yeah. Cool. Thanks for the questions, guys. This is awesome. Let's keep it going. This is fun. Meanwhile, I'm actually just going to move on. So coffee pulp, did we do that? Number 13. Let's do it again if we did. Nope, we didn't do that. So yeah, it's so distinct. Coffee pulp. Okay, what is that? It almost smells like it's fermented. It reminds me of number 12, which is the coffee blossom. So it does have a lot of those characteristics, but it's kind of I guess I'd call it like a little bit more fermented and fruity. Yeah, definitely a little bit winey. Even so, like if you smell wine, I guess. Yeah, weird stuff. Number 14, black currant like. Let's see what that's about. Okay. Black currant, sweet. It's really sweet. It's nice. Smells like a black currant, like that juice. Number 15. It's kind of plain as well, for me at least. I find it a little bit plain. 15, lemon. Okay, this is kind of like, it's a lemon. Guys, it's a lemon. I don't know how else to say it. Sorry. It's a lemon. It smells like a lemon. Pretty cool. And you'd notice, depending on the flavor, you get different colors. So I'm not sure why, but yeah. So this one's clear, this one's yellow, and then we've got like a sort of darker yellow. This one's the vanilla one. It's just black. That's pretty cool. Guys, if you've got any questions at all, we're just working our way through Nez Du Cafe. So yeah, hit me up, ask away. Any coffee questions at all, you want to even leave a comment, there you go. You can do that as well. All right. Number 16. We've got apricots. So we're moving on to a couple more common sort of fruity flavors. So sweet. It's very sweet. It's fruity. I wouldn't say it's, I don't know, it smells warm. I know that's like just me and my interpretation of it, but if that makes sense, it definitely has like a warm sort of sensation to it. Number 17 is apple. Let's go for that one. Crisp, acidic. Yeah, nice. It just reminds me of the skin. You don't smell any of the it's never, I don't know why, I don't think I've ever smelt like the inside, the fleshy part of an apple. It's always the skin, the fresh kind of crisp skin, and the smell as soon as you bite into it, that crunch. Get you salivating. Number 18 is butter. All right. Number 18 is butter. So this is going to be interesting. Okay. It's creamy, it's light, it's what else? It's sweet, it's sort of caramelly, it's sweet in that sense, like it reminds me of caramel, but it is like that buttermilk sort of, yeah, butter, there you go. 19, honeyed. I don't know what this is. Like in real life, I actually don't know what honeyed is. It's spelled Honeyed. If you know, let me know. Maybe it can be a Q&A where you guys tell me. But it smells like sweet honey, like super sweet. I didn't know you could smell sweet. This smells sweet. It's rich. It's kind of, it's not too creamy, but it is rich, and it's intense. Yeah, weird. Number 20. This one's interesting. Leather. I don't think I've actually had any. I don't have any recollection of smelling leather in coffee. Maybe it's for darker roasts or something that I've never tried before. But there you go. Leather. It's lighter than you'd expect. I feel like when I smell an actual leather product, it smells way more intense than this. But for instance, the honey smells more intense than the honey in real life. So there you go. It's different. It's up for interpretation, really. Number 21. Let's see what this is. Basmati rice. It's warm again. It smells like rice. Guys, it smells like rice. There's not much else to it. Sorry. It smells like rice. It's kind of like, I don't know how else to smell it. It smells like dried rice. Sort of dampish rice. I don't know. Guys, any questions? Come on. Let's keep it going. Do you guys have coffee? Do you guys drink coffee? Do you have filter coffee, pour over? I don't know. Got to keep it exciting. Keep it exciting, guys. Number 22 is toast. Are you going to start drinking coffee now? Oh, smells good. Doesn't smell like toast. I think, to be honest, when it says toast, it's like the French toast. Not French toast as in what I know as French toast, where it's, it's got egg in it and shit, but like toast commonly found in France. I don't know. It smells different to me. This doesn't smell like your traditional burnt bread toast. Your Australian toast, I should say. But yeah, moving on. 23, malt. Okay. Let me just process that. Not really granule. It doesn't smell like it's a grain, but it definitely smells like it's, I don't know. Doesn't smell like much to me. You get a boring one every here and there. Licorice, number 24. Licorice is fun. Welcome, guys. Thanks for joining. 24. Licorice. It's light. It's a light licorice. It's nothing too intense. It's nothing too, smack bang. I feel like traditional licorice, if you smell licorice, it will smell a lot stronger than this will. And I think that is intentional. Because if you have a really weak smell. It actually forces you to keep smelling it and discover and to work further. And I found that where if you have really weaker aromas, when you do smell it, it forces you to discover it a little bit more. Whereas when you have something that's just smack bang, okay, oh my god, this is pepper. You smell it and it's like, okay, this is pepper, I know it, let's move on. And you kind of just skip past it. You don't. It's really hard to explore something that is so potent. So yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe it's an old set. I don't know. 25, caramel. Guys, you got any coffee questions? Let me know. I'm sick of saying that. You gotta come on, keep them coming. Keep them coming. Are you all from Australia? Anyone from any overseas? We had someone from Colombia before, which is pretty cool. Yeah, nice. Okay, very sweet. Again, it's pretty light. I think I need to take a little bit of a break because I'm just getting a little bit lightheaded. Usually what I do is I just focus on one component of this, and really work and concentrate on that particular component until I just master that. So yeah, going through a full 36 is very ambitious of me, and it's kind of a nice head spin going on at the moment. Getting a bit of a head spin. Sweet. Guys, any coffee questions? Any questions in general? Yeah, I've been running Basic Barista for close to 2 years now. I'm actually starting a new startup called RG Coffee Tools. So it's my second business. Can't say too much because it's still in the works. But yeah, if you've got any questions about Basic Barista or the business side of things, I like to think that I'm an open book and I can, answer or give you some inspiration. I'm not sure. Anything you're wondering about at all, let me know. So yeah, started Basic Barista at the start of COVID. So it's coming up to second year now. It's been tough, been up and down. There's definitely been some quiet moments, and then there's been some really exciting, oh my god, I can't handle this sort of moments. So it's been good in that aspect. But yeah, it's I've learned so much knowledge, so much life experience, so much social experience. Selling stuff is difficult. Selling stuff is really quite tricky. You need to have a bit of a knack for it. But yeah, my aspect now, I'm going on a bit of a tangent just because I don't really want to finish this. It's at the moment I'm getting a bit lightheaded. But yeah, so I feel like my kind of philosophy when it comes to it is education. So I don't like selling things to people. I really don't. And yet we sell I think we've got close to just under 100 products, 80 products or so that we stock. So yeah, I actually don't like selling products. And a lot of customers will come up to me and it's quite common that people would say, which one do I buy? Do I buy an AeroPress? Do I buy a V60? What do I buy? And it's really frustrating because I don't want to say buy the more expensive one. But instead, what I'll say is, okay, let's stop, have a think about it, and what do you want out of this? Do you want something that is an entire hobby that you will, kind of devote some time to and practice and learn and educate yourself on and make, get better at it? Or are you in it for something that's quick, easy, and does the job and is portable and travel? So, I really prefer giving my customers and people in general, even if you don't purchase it through me, but you purchase it through someone else and you want to have a conversation about it. I'm going live, I want to have these conversations. I want to get the word out there and try and communicate that there's more to it. There's a lot more to it, and it can be really exciting. Definitely a bit of an adventure. You won't ever stop learning in the coffee industry. So yeah, in that sense of things, it's really good. But yeah, back to what I was saying, I prefer to give people the tools to make their own decision. So, you know, especially when it comes to grinders. Grinders, oh my goodness, grinders. What grinder is better? There is no answer to that. You cannot have a better grinder. You cannot have a better coffee. You cannot have a better brewing setup. And this goes with everything. It depends on what is important to you, what you value. If you've got millions of dollars, you're going to go ahead and just buy the most expensive equipment, but that might not be better for you. And the other way around, where you go for the absolute cheapest equipment, but you're not getting the best result. And it's like, oh, okay, this is a bit disappointing now. Which one's better doesn't necessarily reflect on the price, but it also reflects more so about what you value. If you value better quality, that tends to come with the higher price. If you value better, I don't know, it depends on your purpose. You know, something that's portable. You know, there's some products that we stock that is like fundamentally based around being portable. These Acaia scales are $300, I believe, on my website. They are not portable. You know, if you're going to take these camping, they will be destroyed. They're quite delicate and sensitive in that aspect of things. So it doesn't necessarily make sense for me just to say, yeah, these are the best. Acaia's the best, because they're not. They do a fantastic job at what they do, but they don't do something that's travel related. So there you go. I hope that answers that, even though there was no question and I kind of went on a bit of a rant, but there you go. Do you guys have any questions? Let's go. All right, moving on. I think I'm ready to get a little bit more high on these. We have number... Let's just do 26, dark chocolate. Let's give that a smell. Welcome, guys. How's it going? Dark chocolate. This smells like... Oh my god. Okay, you know those Allens, those little black licorice baby things? Those Allens, it's an Australian company. That's what this smells like to me. 100%. Those little dark chocolate babies. That sounds so bad, but that's exactly what it smells like. So there you go. All right. 27 is roasted almonds. Now we've got a couple different we've got a couple different nuts. So we've got almonds, peanuts, hazelnuts, and walnuts. So if you wanted, one thing that you could do is you could actually have all 4 of those bottles opened up and you can smell the difference. And because they are so, for me at least, I find them so similar, it's really hard to actually detect the difference. Oh my god, you'll notice the difference straight away. Hands down. But yeah, this is really good. This is very similar to the previous one. Remember the dark, what was it? Dark chocolate? Yeah, dark chocolate. There you go. Do you have any questions about Nez Du Cafe? About this, the box? Number 28 is roasted peanuts. See, it smells the same. To me, it smells the same. It's definitely a lot lighter. This one's kind of, I don't know, a little bit more... I know that's not really a describing word to call something warm, but it is. It's like textured. It's got a little bit more warmth to it, a bit more concentration. I'm not sure. What's this? 29. What the hell is that? Roasted hazelnut. Yeah, okay. I don't really have hazelnuts besides when they're in desserts, so it kind of reminds me of a dessert. So there you go. It is very sweet. Number 30, walnuts. Smells the same. To me, at least. I need to practice these a lot more. Number 31, I'm going to miss because I cannot stand the smell. I'm going to skip this one. It smells absolutely disgusting to me. It's cooked beef, and as a vegetarian, Oh my god. If I don't know what it is and I smell it, I feel like absolutely just vomiting. So there you go. You might like it. I'm sure you might. If we have non-vegetarians, you might like it. I'm going to skip it. But 32. Yeah, 32 is smoke. So if you're wondering what smoke smells like, this is what smells. This is what it is. Smells like smoke. This reminds me of, you know when you smell a fire, it's not that smoke. It doesn't smell like fire smoke or campfire smoke or anything like that. This actually reminds me of, you know when you have cheese and it's smoked cheese? That's what this smells like, the smoked component of it. Anyways, there you go. Number 33 is pipe tobacco. It smells like cognac. It's like winey, alcoholic. I don't know, it doesn't really remind me of tobacco. Is it smoked? Okay, it doesn't smell like the actual smoked, like once you've lit it and it comes out as smoke. It smells more as if it's in its raw sort of ready to be smoked form. But there you go. Smoked tobacco. Sorry, pipe tobacco. As you can tell, I'm getting a little bit, whoopie doopie. Alright, cool. Guys, if you've got any coffee questions or any questions at all, let me know. Number 34 is medicinal. No, sorry, I skipped one. Roasted coffee. Okay, this smells like towards the end of like freshly roasted coffee. And that's funny because it doesn't smell like green coffee. It smells like just as soon as it's been roasted and it's finished. When it's yellow, not like that. It's literally as soon as it's roasted, that's what this smells like. As soon as you've just opened it up and you've got that smell, that's what it smells like. So there you go. Alright, moving on to number 35 is medicinal. Second last one to go. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, it's chemically. Yeah, it smells, it's pretty crazy. And number 36 is rubber. Let's give that a waft. Yep, it's, again, it's very chemically. It smells like tires. It smells like car tires. So yeah. Guys, we're going to wrap things up here. Thank you so much for joining us, for asking your questions. There's been a couple of interesting ones. Went on a couple of tangents and yeah. I hope you've gained some insight. If you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to drop a comment down below with a question and I'll get back to it in the comments whenever I can. I'm a busy guy. Thanks so much for joining us. Till next time. Consider subscribing, following, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day, and yeah, thanks so much for joining us.